Welcome back. What happens when you stop exercising or if you never start? Big question for you. Maybe not that big. How serious is it if I miss a workout? A lot of people search this, and we all know about the benefits of exercise. I talk about it all the time on the channel. Lose weight, feel good, reduce your risk of chronic disease. I mean, I can go on and on about it. Love exercise, great idea. But what if you think you're going to miss, or what happens if you aren't able to keep a workout? What I want you to do is not force anything, but prioritize what you want. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. Their health focus comes from a negative place. You can't hold yourself accountable. You're not sure what you're doing it for. You're having a hard time allocating time for workouts, not sticking to the goals you set, inconsistent yo-yo weight changes, feeling like something is wrong with you. All of these things can have you questioning, do I really have to work out today or ever? And then I want to go over today what happens if you stop or if you never start, plus 4 tips for you to stay on track. That's today's message. Welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. I almost forgot. Confidence, realistic focus, and accountability are the 3 core elements of the guilt-free framework. And that's what it's all about. If you don't have any 3 of these, any one of these, then you're going to have a hard time sticking to your workouts. So let's get into a little bit. Let me start by saying every program needs rest days. You don't have to work out or get active every single day. You do need time for recovery in your program or just in your lifestyle if you are adopting something long-term, which I do recommend. All right. Within the first week, some of the changes you'll start to see in your body if you stop exercising, or if you haven't exercised in a week, you'll lose some of your endurance. Your heart rate may be higher when you start getting active. Okay, so like you're having impacts immediately. And what I want to do is kind of mirror, I don't know if you've seen the public service announcements where you start or you stop smoking or something, and then they talk about like how quickly your body starts recovering. Well, this is like the opposite of that. When you stop exercising and being active, how your health can decline or what kind of risks that you'll have from that. Okay, so then after a few weeks, you'll start to lose strength and your muscles will get smaller, atrophy. So you'll start to see some negative effects from that. Then during the next few months, you can lose even more cardio endurance and strength, and you'll notice your energy level dropping, and that'll have impact throughout your life, right? If you need energy for anything, right? If you need enthusiasm to feel empowered when you're working or spending time with family or working in a yard, gardening, anything that you like to do, you're going to need some sense of energy, feeling energetic to do that, and exercise supports that. Click like if this is making sense to you so far. And when you have this energy drop, what that can do, that can start affecting your decision making. So you feel more lethargic and tired, and then you're less likely to work out in the first place. You'll be like, I don't feel like doing this, or your decision making process when it comes to making healthier choices or eating something that's going to be better for you or give you more energy, you're going to be like, no, I'm just going to get some fast foods and take out Uber Eats, something like that. And so that's why this physical activity continuity can be very helpful over a span of time. And if you get away from that, you're going to kind of get on a negative cycle. Another thing that happens if you don't work out for a while, soreness is a big thing. Delayed onset muscle soreness. If you know what I'm talking about, leave a comment below. This is something that probably is a big factor in keeping me in the gym personally in terms of squats. Especially if you haven't done squats in a while and then you have a big day under the weights, or if you're just doing air squats again, your bum, it feels so much sore, and then it's like the next couple of days are tough. So leave a comment if you know what I'm talking about. That soreness, that muscle soreness can be a factor in keeping you active. And then over a longer span of time without exercise, if you skip a bunch of workouts, or if you haven't been working out for a long time, that increases your disease risk, linked with low activity levels like heart disease, type 2 diabetes. There are a bunch of cancer types that are associated with low physical activity. I don't want to guess, but a lot. And then obesity, weight gain, all these things are factors related to low activity levels. So you want to make sure that you're staying active. And also, if you haven't been working out for a long time, it impacts your mood, sleep, and mobility. This is something I covered a couple of weeks ago, talking about how I was much more sedentary when I broke my foot, and then I was kind of irritable. My sleep was all messed up, and these 3 things can impact your stress management capability and your stress perception, which is going to decrease your quality of life significantly. So you want to make sure that you are getting active and not skipping too many workouts, and especially not going for months without working out. So 4 tips I have for you today to make sure that you can hit these exercises. 1, find a way to move more. So that can be walking. Frequent walking breaks, I cover this a lot, are more impactful than big time workouts, air squats, push-ups, dancing, on the bike. I have a body weight workout game plan. That's in the description below on YouTube. That's a really good way to get active without, if you don't feel like committing to a full workout session in the gym or wherever you usually go. The second tip, remember your why. What's the vision for the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams? That's my vision for you, is that you know what that is. So remembering your why, if you can keep that in context, it gives you a lot of motivation. That's something I go over with my new clients. We focus on like, okay, so what does it really mean for you to get more active or to lose weight? Instead of just doing things just to do them, let's work at a plan. And so you understand, the purpose of why you're getting more active. Okay. So what's your vision for the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams? And then incorporate that into your workout and understand that your workout is going to help you do that instead of just be its own task for its own sake. I hope that makes sense. 3, try for a few minutes. I've done this several times. If I didn't want to go to the gym, I just go for a few minutes. And usually by the time I get started, I'm like, okay, I'm here. I might as well keep going. And that can be motivating. There have been a couple of times where I did a 5-minute warm up on a treadmill and I just went home. And honestly, that is fine too. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. It just has to build consistency. That's something I say sometimes here. So just try for a few minutes, just lace up, go for a walk around the block, see if you feel like picking up the pace a little bit, having a run. All right. And another thing, sometimes motivation comes from movement. If you don't feel like doing it and you just get started, that can help boost that motivation. And that's something I've covered. There's a study called Walking Can Lift Your Mood Even When You Don't Expect it to. That's in the description below. That's published in Emotional Journal, the journal called Emotion by Dr. Miller. And what Dr. Miller said, walking seems to influence the attentiveness and joviality components of positive effect most directly. So a walking warm-up may promote attentiveness and good humor during subsequent exercise, making it more productive and fun. So that is an interesting study that gives you a little bit of context to understand that if you start walking, you are more likely to keep walking, and then you'll feel better even if you don't think you will. All right. 4, rest if necessary and go for your next scheduled session. So this is a one, like if you are really tired or super exhausted, look at other factors like, are you missing sleep? Or, is your training program set up? Or if you are truly fatigued, if you can't make it for any number of reasons, go ahead and take that day off and go for your next scheduled session, which is probably the next day. Or maybe you can shift your schedule so your next workout is the next day. That way you don't have a break. A big place where people mess up here is they will miss a workout and then start again on Monday. Or this happens with diets too. You know what I'm talking about, where you're like, oh, well, I had a bad day, and so the rest of the week is done and I'll start again on Monday. But then you are less likely to start again on Monday. What you want to do is just pick up your schedule as soon as you drop it. So that's the 4th tip. That's what I actually wrote here. Don't miss 2 in a row and don't wait until Monday. Another strategy is don't miss 2 days in a row. If you have something scheduled, maybe you miss one day, but then definitely pick it up as soon as you can on your next scheduled day. And then the 5th one, consider if you are using realistic focus. I shifted my number. So it's actually 5 tips, bonus tip here. Are you using realistic focus? So you have to make sure that your plan works for you and not something that you are, just taking on from an internet source. You got it from a magazine or a website and you're just trying to force it into your life. What I talk about is letting your health support your life. Make sure that you're using realistic focus so your workout plan fits your schedule, your energy levels, your experience, and what's right for you. And that realistic focus is part of the Goal Free framework. That's so important. And what that does, that keeps you out of that perfectionism mindset of thinking that it's all or nothing. And then you end up not doing anything, or you postpone till Monday and then you don't start again until January 1st. And then you're way off track. I was talking about that over the weekend with my cousin who is looking to change her health a little bit. And I was like, you can just get it going a little bit at a time, 1 day a week or something like that. And that's going to be way better. That's 52 weeks in a year of doing that exercise. And that's going to be much improved over not doing it. So stay out of that perfectionism mindset. There's a link below talking about that. Make sure you're using realistic focus, or health supports your life. All right. So if you want more support in understanding how to set up your workout schedule and program so you don't get stuck with all or nothing thinking, then book a 15-minute call to talk below, fitforfreelance.com/coaching. I can talk you through it, get you set up. That's a free call. I also have the 7-day health habits challenge with 7 habits that you can take that are kind of simple habits to start, implement, give it a shot, see how it goes, see how much more energy you have when you start taking better care of your health. And then after this video, I'll put a link to my up here. One of my videos does walking burn belly fat, and that's a good thing to check out. So you can learn more about what daily exercise can do for you, and you don't have these symptoms of missing these workouts. So that's today's message. Let me know what you think. Keep practicing. Peace.